Hey Virgo, welcome back, and anyone that's new, welcome here. All is welcome. All right, my lovely Virgos. As you know, before I got on and meditated on you Virgos. All right, so in the meditation, I received rise up. I want to say that's Andre Day. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But I got rise up, and then it turned into sunny side up. So I don't know if you like your eggs sunny side up. For some of you, that could be the case. But I also want to go back to rise up. Maybe you are rising up. Some of you that could be the case, or you may have listened to that song recently. Okay. And then I received trusting in the universe even though your path seems to be not so clear. So some of you, it's all about trusting the universe. Some of you may feel like your path isn't so clear to you currently. So I'm kind of receiving something like that. And then I got the color yellow. Okay, and I also got the color orange. So both, like, you could like both those colors, maybe like those colors together. It is the solar plexus and the sacral chakra as well. So there could be something around your creativity, the confidence, having your self-esteem is important for some of you. It could be something that maybe you are trying to work on or deal with, but your creativity comes from that sacral chakra, and then that solar plexus is like your self-esteem, your confidence. So combining that, having self-esteem and possibly what you're doing, maybe you have these gifts and it's about being confident in your gifts as well. That could also be the case. Okay, so that's what I got in the meditation. If it resonates, fantastic. If not, just dismiss it and let's get into this reading. All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. Also, energies can be reversed. I could be talking to a cross watcher. Also, my readings are timeless, so if it's for you, it will find you. All right, let's do this. Universal guidance, spirit guides, please let me be a clear channel for the collective of Virgo. Thank you. All right, let's do it. See what comes out. See what comes out from my lovely Virgos. All right, universal guidance, spirit guides, what do we have for Virgo, please? What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? What's going on with Virgo? Let's see what we have. What do we have for Virgo, please? Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so that's what I got in the meditation, trusting the universe. Patience. What else do we have for Virgo, please? What else do we have for Virgo? There it is. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, so I'm getting this energy here. When I got in the meditation, I said, trust the universe, even though you feel like your path is very, like, unclear, or maybe it feels like stagnant in a sense, but I get patience. Okay, so I accept that everything happens in divine order. So some of you are being patient, patient maybe with yourself, patient with what you're doing, trusting the universe. Maybe some of you are having a harder time doing so. That could be the case. So I'm getting something on the lines of that. And then balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, so this is beautiful because I feel like you're in a place where you're finding balance in your life, right? It's not too much masculine, it's not too much feminine. It's that yin and yang within yourself, okay? For some reason, I received something. Some of you could have come across, you know, a twin flame of some sort or some form of catalyst. And I feel like somebody could have been kind of helpful for you in bringing in some form of balance, or mirroring back to you, or mirroring to you, you know, some form of yin energy or yang energy. You take it how it resonates, but for some of you that could have been the case where, especially if we meet like a twin flame, right? It's really about, there's usually a masculine, there's usually a feminine, but it's usually about growth and learning to have that balance within ourselves. So sometimes we meet that person that shows us, okay, we need to have more balance within ourselves. Okay, like I said, not too much masculine, not too much feminine. So that's kind of like part of a twin flame journey. For some of you, you've definitely connected to a twin flame. It can be very tumultuous, it can be very hard, but it also helps us bring in balance within ourselves as we grow, as we learn, as we heal through trauma, you know, and it brings in more of a balance within ourselves. So I feel like you're bringing in more balance, maybe balance also in general in your life as well. Maybe you're like, okay, I'm done working way too much and I'm trying to find more balance when it comes to, like, you know, your personal life, you know, family life. For some of you, that could also be the case as well. So I'm getting something on the lines of that, okay? Now let's pull an oracle card out of my Moonology Oracle deck and see what comes out. What do we have for Virgo, please? What do you have for Virgo? That almost came out. What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? What else do you want Virgo to know? Let's see. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So this could be where I was getting the solar plexus and your sacral chakra. For some of you, it could actually be your favorite color. You may love those two colors, okay? But when I get that, I was getting self-esteem and confidence, okay? So like in your solar plexus, some of you really need to hear that you are good enough. You are good enough just as you are. You are good enough at what you're doing, whatever you're putting your time and energy into. So if you've had any type of doubts or whatnot, Spirit is here to say you are good enough here. Okay, so I'm definitely getting something like that. There's something around rise up. You are rising up. Maybe you are realizing a lot. Maybe you are realizing more of your self-worth, your self-esteem, and you could be working on that as well. Okay, so there's something going on with that. All right, let's get into the overall energy and see what comes out. I'm gonna go to the overall energy from the lovely Virgos. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. What's the overall energy for Virgo, please? What's the overall energy for Virgo? What's the overall energy for Virgo? Whoa, way too many cards. Oh, all over the place? Maybe that's it. Okay, overall energy, please, for Virgo. Let's see, overall energy. There it is. Queen of Swords. Okay, so getting clarity, okay? This is also being emotionally detached, but more than anything with the overall energy, I feel like this is gaining some form of clarity. So that's a really good energy, because I got, like I said, in the meditation, it was trusting the universe even though your past seems to be unclear or there's no clarity. And now I'm feeling like with the overall energy, you could be receiving some form of clarity. A lot of you, it could be that there's an emotional detachment as well. This is someone who's very much in receiving mode, but also someone who's not playing any games. Let me just say that. You're not playing any games. You are, maybe you are realizing, you're rising up. You're like, all right, well, I have these boundaries. I have high standards. For some of you, that could be the case. okay? Let's go to the past. What's the past energy, please? What's the past energy? What's the past energy? Ace of Wands, beautiful. Passion, new beginning here, okay, for your past energy. So there could have been some form of excitement in something. Maybe you felt very inspired to do something, take action on something, a new beginning here. I don't feel like it's necessarily a connection of some sort. I feel like it's something that has some form of inspiration that you would like to take action, a new beginning in something, okay? Like a step forward, all right? Let's go to the current energy for my lovely Virgos. What's the current energy? Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of fire going on here. Some of you have a lot of fire in your chart, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. For the Knight of Wands being here, I feel like most of the time it gets a bad critic because, you know, it's typically a non-committal type of energy, somebody who's very in and out. But I'm not feeling that that is the case with your reading right now. So I feel like with the Knight of Wands, this is more of this carefree, inspired, going towards something very passionately, okay? The Knight of Wands is someone who, like I said, it's one of the fastest knights in the deck. So it's like, all right, I'm very inspired to do this. I'm going to go after it. So you're in that full force energy of going after something, okay? You may be somebody who has that carefree spirit, that free-spirited energy. And you go after things that you want. Okay. So let's go to that outside energy. What's the outside energy for Virgo? What's the outside energy, please? What's the outside energy? Okay. So 4 of Cups. You may be dealing with a water sign as well, could be. 4 of Cups, though, I'm definitely getting this stubborn energy. So either you're in this energy or someone you're connecting with is. So this person could be very stubborn that you're connecting with. Somebody is very, very stubborn here. I'm also getting, it's like there is a love here. There is an offer here from the universe being handed, you know, over. And it's just like, all right, you know, I'm just going to ignore it. So either you or someone you're connecting with is ignoring a love offer or something on the lines of that, or doesn't want to see some form of feelings or some form of emotion. So it's kind of like a self-sabotaging energy. It's a very, very stubborn energy here. Okay. Let's go to the challenge. What's the challenge for Virgo? What's the challenge? What's the challenge for Virgo? The Sun card. That's the happiest card in the deck. Some of you are having a hard time getting to that place of feeling good, to feeling joyful, vivacious. Something like that is going on here, okay? The challenge is, you know, the Sun. So maybe you aren't feeling good enough about something. Maybe you are having a harder time being patient, you know, and you are in this process, though, of accepting that everything happens in divine order. So maybe you are letting up on that, okay? Trying to have more patience, maybe patience with yourself. But I feel like you're having a harder time, and your challenge is possibly, you know, finding that joy, finding that happiness, but it coming from yourself, okay? Not coming from anything externally, you know, because some people will try and find some form of joy and happiness outside themselves, thinking that's going to make them happy. But if you end up taking that away from them, what do they have, right? Do they feel happy still? Do they still love themselves? You know, it's that type of energy. So some of you could be realizing that where it's like, all right, well, anything externally, my happiness comes from within. And so some of you could be having a challenge where it's about that self-love, learning that you are good enough, okay? Some of you really need to hear that you are good enough. You are good enough even when you're on your own, okay? You don't technically, no, you don't have to have someone in your life just to make you whole. Okay, it's about being whole within self first, and then attracting somebody that is also whole as well. So you may be struggling with something on the lines of that. Maybe you're struggling with possibly something that you're doing in life, right? Something that maybe you're working on or something like that. Just really feeling you're good enough to do so, right? Believing in yourself, believing in your abilities, having faith in yourself, okay? Let's go to what you're not aware of. What are you not aware of? What is Virgo not aware of? Page of Cups, yeah. Somebody may want to send some form of love messages to you, or you may have some form of admirer is what I'm receiving. So some of you, you have an admirer. This person could also want to apologize. You may want to apologize, but I'm getting that some of you could be connected to a water sign, okay? I'm also receiving that what you're not aware is that you do have that creative energy. Your dreams, right? There's something around dreaming big with the Page of Cups. What you're not aware of is that there's something that you can do with that Page of Cups that's like the curiosity, the dreamer, you know, and implementing that, okay? But I'm getting for a lot of you, there could be someone that really does want to send some form of love messages, or apologize, or, you know, there's something like that. But somebody's very stubborn here. For some of you, I'm getting that it could be someone you're connecting with, okay? Let's go to the possible outcome. What's the possible outcome? Eight of Swords. Okay. So this is definitely like a mental entrapment here. Not the best energy, so I'm not sure if you're feeling very stuck, and that's what I kind of received here, is that stuck feeling. Maybe it's the mental that keeps telling you that you're not good enough. Maybe you are going through those self-doubts, something like that. So we'll see. I'm gonna pull advice after I clarify. Let's go to the Queen of Swords for the overall energy. Why the Queen of Swords? Why the Queen of Swords, please? Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords. There could be something around love here, someone you're connecting with. With the Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, this is definitely emotional fulfillment. This could also be getting more emotionally fulfilled within self here for the overall energy, which is fantastic. But there's a deceptive energy with the 7 of Swords. So it could be like self-deceptive, or for some reason I'm receiving that your mind is telling you lies. You're believing your thoughts when they could be negative, right? Maybe even towards yourself. Be more loving towards yourself is what I'm receiving, Virgo. So some of you, it's about being more loving towards yourself, because I feel like your mind is really just lying to you here and is being very deceptive, when in reality, there's something around being whole, in knowing that you are good enough with what you're doing here. Okay, and there is like a love here as well for some of you. There's like a soulmate connection and mutual love. Okay, let's go to the Ace of Wands. Why the Ace of Wands in the past energy? Why the Ace of Wands? Page of Wands, 8 of Swords, 6 of Cups. So see, there goes that 8 of Swords, and that's the possible outcome as well. It's around going towards your inspirations, okay? Maybe you've had like some form of like dream or vision of some sort that you had as a child, right? And it's like you very highly think that this could actually happen. That's why I feel like the Eight of Swords is coming into play here, okay? It's like this entrapment in the mind space, like your inspiration of some sort with the Page of Wands. It's like something that you are inspired to go after. I'm also getting that there's something around that inner child, okay? So there's something around inner child work that's going to be very, very beneficial for you, Virgo, because I feel like what's going on in here is that, like I said, your mind is lying to you. These thoughts that have been created in your mind that are very negative towards self, because I'm getting a lot of you may have that. There's something around that inner child work to have some, okay, so there's something around working on your inner child, okay? So working on maybe past life regression, or there's also the fact that working through your trauma that maybe you've gone through, okay? Maybe things that you're still holding on to, okay? Yeah, there's something around inner child work here. Let's go to the Knight of Wands. Why the Knight of Wands for your current energy? Why the Knight of Wands? Whoa, that flew. The World, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So there is a new cycle happening here. I feel like there's something that you're doing on your day-to-day task with the King of Pentacles, okay? So this is like the practical matters of life. Maybe it's the job that you do. Maybe it's something that you've created, something that's practical, okay? And it's like you're going towards that. You're looking towards that. You may be someone that's getting out of their comfort zone, or you're finding some form of balance in your life here. I feel like you're really inspired to do this. I feel like you have this very much carefree energy as well. So I feel like you're going after something in the practical matters of life. There's something here that you could be doing that you're planning. Okay, you may be doing some form of future planning here currently, whether that's like, hey, I'm going to go do some form of traveling. I'm going to go on a vacation of some sort, or I have something that I want to plan out here with the Two of Wands to go towards. I see someone also really setting their intentions with that Two of Wands. It's like, okay, I'm setting my intentions, and then I'm also going to work towards that in the material world, okay? So you're setting your intentions and you're working towards something in the material world here, okay? Whatever that looks like to you. Let's go to the Four of Cups for the outside energy. What's the outside energy? Why the Four of Cups? Why the Four of Cups? Seven of Cups. Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands. So I'm getting something around that song, Rise Up again. It's about rising up, okay? So there's something going on with this Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Like your passion may have decreased a little bit, your motivation may have decreased a little bit, or someone you're connecting with is definitely very devastated about some form of ending between you guys. For some of you, there could be a very big ending, okay? Or this person is really trying to... I'm feeling like a resist energy here. There's this Four of Cups where it's like disappointed, very stubborn. So there's a very stubborn energy here. So you take it how it resonates. It could be you, could be someone you're connecting with. I see that there's a lot of emotional confusion. Some of you could be also, this person could be very emotionally confused at this time. But I'm also getting the fact that, you know, with you, I feel like there's something around this ending of some sort. You're getting out of this confusion, okay? And going towards more of a more motivated energy. Because I feel like that why the challenge here is the Sun, is that There's like something that is feeling a lack of something, but I feel like it's your mind that's telling you lies. Your mind is telling you lies, Virgo, okay? You're good enough, and I feel like you really need to hear that. Virgo, you are good enough, okay? Let's go to the Sun. Why the Sun card? Why the Sun card? For the challenge, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Wands. Yeah, you're having a hard time manifesting something. It's all about divine timing. Being patient is what I'm getting, because I feel like this is the divine timing card, right? So something that's destined and fated for you, okay? You're trying to manifest something, but there's a battle within yourself, or something on the lines of that with the 5 of Wands. I feel like you're having a battle within yourself here. Maybe trying to find some form of balance in your life, or trying to be more patient and accepting that everything does happen in divine order. Also, it could be that you're having a harder time to have this big turning point in your life here, because I feel like you're having this battle within yourself, and I feel like it has something to do with the inner child, right? You may have been told, maybe as a child, like, I am not good enough, or maybe you feel like when you were a child that you had to excel in every single thing that you did, because if not, then you feel like you were not worthy enough. So there could have been some form of perfectionism or something on the lines of that, okay? But that's not the case. Virgo, you are good enough just as you are right now. Without, some of you may need to hear, we are not what we do, okay? What we do is not who we are. It's an extension of us, it's an experience, it's something that we do, but that's just not who we are, okay? So in excelling in things, it feels good, right? But it doesn't make you who you are. It doesn't make you more of a worthy person. You are good enough as you are right now, regardless of any outside circumstances. Anything outside you does not make you who you are. So some of you may need to hear that. Let's go to the Page of Cups. Okay, that wants to come out. Oh, I did have this upside down. 2 more cards, please. What are you not aware of? Why the Page of Cups? 10 of Wands, the Hierophant. So we have the Temperance, 10 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So there's something around getting into alignment, getting into balance here, okay? So I feel like you've been carrying a lot of heavy burdens. You've been carrying around some form of belief of yours, and I feel like that's what I'm talking about. So there's something around carrying around this heaviness, this belief of some sort with the Hierophant, but ending a cycle of some sort. So I feel like you're actually ending some form of belief system. But what you're not aware of is the fact that you've been holding on to some form of belief system. And I feel like it's either was taught to you at a younger age, or it's just something where we've gone through experiences. We go through experiences, and sometimes we repeat those experiences until we learn our lesson, okay? So there's something like that, and I feel like it's also something to do with the belief in the mind space here. For some of you, this has a lot to do with your inner child work, and it has a lot to do with childhood. Okay, as a child, you are a sponge. Whoever your caregivers are, you see, right? You hear, and you just are a sponge. And then you start to, feel like that's who you are, or you feel like that's the way you gotta be, right? So there's something like that. There's something around enjoying. something around enjoying life too. Okay, let's go to the Eight of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords? Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, the High Priestess. This is a knowing of some sort. So internally you have these ideas. I feel like there's something around the Ace of Swords getting some form of clarity on something here. The Page of Swords is a little bit of a hesitant energy here. You have these ideas, you have this knowing about something, but I feel like you may be getting something around like an aha moment, some form of clarity. You could be getting, you could be feeling this energy where you may be receiving a text, email, or call from somebody as well. Maybe you will be getting clarity on something as and through some form of communication. Okay, let's go to advice for Virgo. What's advice? What advice do you have for Virgo, please? What advice do you have for Virgo? The Hermit, there you are. Strength, Page of Cups. Go within. Yeah. So the advice is to go within, finding that inner strength, okay? So I'm hearing letting your light shine, especially with that Page of Cups. So I'm getting something around your creativity, flourishing, tapping more into your intuition more is what I'm getting, overcoming something here, especially with that Strength card. So having that inner courage to tap into your greatest potential here, okay? To be more loving towards self, okay? To do some form of inner child work, especially with the Page of Cups. Okay, so go within, do that soul searching, do that. That's the advice I'm getting. Have some fun as well. Maybe find some form of joy to so find something that makes you feel joyful. Yeah, I'm getting something like that. So it's like definitely tapping into that inner child. Okay, let's pull a mindful message card. What do we have for Virgo, please? What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? Water my dreams. All I desire is on its way to me, but like I see, my dreams too must be watered. My belief and determination is what makes them grow. I will be patient throughout this journey. It is all unfolding at the perfect time. Everything happens in divine order. Okay. I truly, truly hope this helped, and I hope this resonated with you guys. I will see you guys next time. I love you so, so much. One love and namaste. Mwah.